Good morning, Nigeria. Thank God it's Friday. You are welcome to Dawn on Vostv. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Bena Hionofe, and with me is the ever elegant Naomi Jato. Good morning.
Good morning, Benahi. Good morning, guys. Thanks for joining us once more.
You are looking beautiful. You are all shining and everything.
What is it? It's Friday. Like the week is over, right?
Really? So you have plans for the weekend?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not.
Okay, guys, our viewers, today we'll be discussing two viral news, but we're going to start with the person of specific interest, the ex-president and person of Goodluck Jonathan. In a statement, Femi Falana, SAN, said that the ambition or the seeming ambition of the ex-president, be the candidate for the presidential election 2023, that he, according to the constitution, he is to be disqualified.
Yes.
Okay, so from this angle in which we are going to talk about today, or different angles, you know, the APC, one
Sure.
of the in fact the ruling party right
The
now,
ruling party, yeah.
have made their interests to get this ex-president to be in their party. And he said that it's an ongoing process that Nigerians should work out. And support groups have met the ex-president to say he should declare his intentions. In fact, they have given him a 7 days ultimatum.
Yes.
Now, Femi Falana is saying that he should be disqualified based on, according to the constitution, he cannot rule for 9 years. You know, he took over from Yaradua,
yeah.
and that he can't take over. What's your own take on this? Because I feel that different persons are saying different things, but what's your own take on this first?
Okay, so let's not forget the fact that all politicians will always be politicians, and initially, he's not been in the whole political world per se. He's not been. When you see all these national conventions, you rarely see him. So he's not been in the political space in a while. However, because of how this tenure of the current president turned out, people now felt guilty. There's this guilty conscience thing running around. Like people felt guilty for not, voting him back then. So they're like going back to him to say, okay, come save Nigeria, come and take up from where it is right now. People believe in him now because of that particular space that people are in. They eventually pushed it forward to him. Now, these support groups came. Let's not even forget that it's not just the ex-president that is getting these support groups pushing him.
Yes.
Yes. The current vice president.
Yes, in fact, they came up with flyers saying that YO, PYO, VP, PYO with his initials, that he should run, he should be president until he now
Eventually, So
declare.
the vice president actually also did not so much put out these ambitions, unlike the other aspirants that we've seen. Let's not call names.
Of course.
We've seen some persons who went for courtesy visit to different states. You know that they have this intention. However, the vice president did not put out this intention. He did not look that ambitious, right? But because of these support groups per se, he pushed out his ambition. Same with the ex-president. Now, what the ex-president is doing differently is that, okay, you guys are not just going to be the only ones to push me. And because APC sees that, okay, this guy may actually grab it.
He's a strong figure.
And this is like putting the best foot forward.
Yes.
They extended it to him. Now I think that man is a very smart man, by the way.
Of course.
Seeing that he has all these odds for him, he decided to put out a request. Okay, this is what APC must do for me to actually comfort with it. No, regardless of the support group, what can the support group do if he passes the ultimatum?
He doesn't want to come like one of those aspirants in APC getting the 100 million. No, he said, contest. I'm going to be a candidate. Do you understand? I'm not going to pass through this process that other persons are going
If you
through.
want me, you want me.
Exactly.
Yes.
So right now he's yet to formally declare his intentions, but be it that he declares his intention. You know, prior to this time, days back, when Ingige, Amechi, and others signified their interest to run, and the Minister of Justice said that they should resign or the party will face disqualification.
Yes.
And I think 48 or 24 hours later, APC said if they don't resign, they'll face disqualification.
Yes.
And 24 hours later, they said they were going to resign.
Yes.
Now, according to the 99 Constitution, it's there. It's making Goodluck Jonathan not be fit to run. Do you think that this constitution should be amended, or that it should be in the favor of the ex-president, or it should just people should just ignore it? Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. So the thing is this: if APC was to push this thing forth and say, you know what, we want the constitution amended, they're the ruling party. So it's possible that this will work, but then it will be bad for their image. Do you understand?
Because a lot of things are at stake.
Yes. However, it's possible, if that is what you're asking me, it's possible that but I, for one, will not advise any party to do that or to try that.
Before now, right now, we know there was the 1979 Constitution, 1983, 1999, and many persons have clamored for the Constitution to be amended based on years from 1999 to now. A lot of years have passed, so a lot of things has changed. So the Constitution should be more suitable to the economy we find ourselves in. Me speaking of Goodluck Jonathan being a messiah or what have you, is that yes, he did a lot of things when he was the previous president at one point, but like the way you said, Nigerians felt sad letting him go like that. Do you think he's the best choice for Nigeria right now? We have aspirants in president of Wike, we have the current VP, we have Peter Obi, and I think Udom is trying to put in his hat. Yes, run. We have other persons right now. Do you think? I'm not saying for you.
For me,
If Jonathan would be the best choice.
I absolutely disagree with that. So I don't think so. I don't think so, because in the end, it's like we're still reshuffling. The same old persons, we're still bringing them back. No, we said we wanted fresh faces, fresh people, fresh ideas. Yet we are bringing someone. Let's not forget that there were also massive complaints during his administration.
So we should not just turn a blind eye.
No, we shouldn't.
So from the ruling party's perspective, surely as a party, you should be aware of what the constitution states, especially in relation to electoral processes and what have you. Is it possible that this party have an ulterior motive pertaining to this ex-president, or they were not just aware of what this constitution states?
I feel they assume think that they are powerful enough to actually turn all stones.
Turn all stones.
Definitely. If not, there is no way. It is not just these people we see. There are persons that are behind the scenes who make sure that all these requirements are met. They know all these things. So it's not a matter of ignorance or anything. They are just putting their best foot forward. They feel like this person has a strong chance of winning. They are doing what is in the best interest of their party.
I know there's this popular saying. They said everything is fair in love and war. And right now, this 2023 presidential election is not going to be easy at all, because this is going to usher us into a different era. And many persons want to ensure that they will be the one, or their own person will be the one to be in that new era. Speaking of I'm not saying speaking of an era per se. I know, viewers, I said we'll be talking about two trending news, two viral news. The other is this viral, nonsensical, heinous activity, annoying stuff about bestiality. On Twitter, we saw a tweet rather where a lady said she slept with 14 dogs. And viewers, I'm sure you will see what's displayed right now, because according to the tweet, she's a runs girl, does hook up and everything, and then she met this particular guy.
Yeah.
Apparently she thought she's going to sleep with this man until he said no, it's going to be his dog that she's going to sleep with. And she was like, is this guy normal and what have you, until he said, I'm going to give you ₦1 million. And she said, in paraphrasing her statement, that the money was large, that she ever made such a huge amount before, and she slept with him. Slept with it rather. And then later on, he introduced her to his friends. When I mean friends, his friends' dogs, and she slept with 13 dogs of those friends, in total 14 dogs. And then she bought a jeep, I think Lexus jeep. She got a house, and then she said that she has been treating several infections, that she's smelling. She met a traditionalist, a baba, that is popularly called in Africa or Nigeria, to be specific. And they said nothing can be done about it, that all the money she made, she has spent it on this illness or what have you.
It's totally disheartening and dehumanizing. Like, you'll be shocked the extent that people will go for money, because this is not even a case of hunger. This is not a case of being broke. It's not a case of poverty. This is a case of greed. Greed at its highest level, as high as it can go. Like, why? It's an animal.
I know there is a law in Nigeria that provides that whoever has carnal intercourse with against the order of nature, with a man, woman, or animal, shall be punished and face an imprisonment of which may extend to 14 years and what have you.
But this is Nigeria.
This is Nigeria. I'm not saying Nigeria is not enforcing the law, but for this to come, meaning that other heinous activities have been going on, and yet to be uncovered.
You know there is this part of the story that people just don't get. When you see the comments under the tweets, people are acting shocked and all that. But this particular act has been in place for ages. I remember back then when I was still like really young, when BlackBerry, the onset of BlackBerry, we heard a news, it was on a newspaper, I can't remember the exact brand right now, that some girls, right, slept with dogs in a big city in Nigeria to buy BlackBerry.
Yes.
So it's not today, it has always been. It has always been in existence. So let's not act all shocked. But the point is that
is there even an excuse for this? Is
there no excuse? There's even the guy. Oh God, the guy himself. He's either sick, or he's psychopath, or he has other ulterior motives.
Or it could be diabolical reasons.
Or the guy is diabolical. That's another explanation. Because we just can't. I can't wrap my head around the concept.
I'm urging the appropriate security bodies, agencies to look deep into this matter. You see, most often than not, matters arise, especially on Twitter, sensitive issues, and it just dies down, and then there's no immediate response, prompt response.
Did you remember months back, right, when there was a video on Instagram about a lady that has her dog lick her?
And she was not arrested. She was not the thing is this thing should not, right now it's in circulate, persons are involved in this. One person just said, because she said that if God can help her, that she will be a better person, she will be this. Okay, now I want to even bring this into a larger scale. Why do people engage? I'm not just talking about bestiality. Why do people engage in things that will maim their soul, that will maim their bodies, that will maim their mindsets? Because I'm sure there are honest jobs out there that you can do. I don't want to be this devil's advocate by saying, as a runs babe, okay, you're sleeping with men, you were seeing at least something to hold body and soul together. Why delve into something that is that will destroy you, because other females are out there doing it? And this just brings me to the not conclusion, to a perspective that you see months back we had this breaking the bias month, women's month, women clamoring for change, equality,
Yeah.
and what have you. Do you understand? Why put yourself in a position for you to be ridiculed?
Well, there is no explanation. There is never an excuse. It's just a personal thing. It's not. It's a man. I will always say that this whole prostitution thing, right, is not. Is not. You can't be cajoled into doing it. You can't be, except you are forced. That's a different case. That's like
Yes,
trafficking.
yes,
That's
trafficking.
trafficking. But personally, you consented to doing something that is that distasteful. There is no excuse to it. You can. There is. I've heard stories. Okay, because of the whole relationship stuff. I've heard stories. People coming out to say, "Oh, this is the reason why I do." I go to the comment section. I air out my mind. I'm like, there is no excuse. You don't have an excuse to. I could not pay my fees. Well, there are honest hustles out there. They may not pay as much as you want, but your body is.
Like, you should put more importance on your body. And what the thing is, right now you have some person. I want to even talk about from this greedy approach. There's always the urge to make more money. There's always the urge to be in a better place.
Definitely.
But the process matters. You want to right now she's maimed. Her body is destroyed and everything. She might die very soon.
Definitely.
You want to make more money. There are skills online. There's something called networking.
Definitely.
If you put your intellect into play or into work or useful purposes, you will know that if you join one or two things together, you might get somewhere. What skills do you have? Because I'm not just talking about bestiality right now. Women, men, what are the things you have to do to just put food into your mouth? Yes, the economy is hard. The country rather is really tight and all. But you should try, you should really try to earn an honest living, because there are skills out there you can learn, more paying skills, higher paying skills. And if you think it's not enough, you could talk to people, but bestiality should not be an option.
Not even just bestiality, right? Prostitution should never be an option. You said something about the breaking the bias thing. The fact is that if we keep doing this as ladies, men will keep objectifying us.
Of course, yes.
They will never see us as equals. If you think your body is enough to make money, why a guy will never have such thoughts? He will always think of my hands, my brain. But a lady will think
an average lady, my body.
An average lady will think my body. I mean, there is this concept that if you are broke, you should get a boyfriend, not a job.
Exactly. They'll say good girl, no, they pay, and what have you. It is really
there are
terrible.
skills, there are things you can learn. There are business you can start with zero, like 0 naira you start, and if you are consistent, you are determined, you will make something out of it. This is not even a matter of motivational thought.
Business is like what? 0 naira.
0 naira.
Zero kobo.
Yes. So 0 naira, 0 kobo. So I'm just going to throw this in because Benari asked me this question.
No, now 2 tomatoes. I built house in Banana Island. I need something.
That's not. I mean something to keep, as you said, the body and soul together. So I had someone come to me a couple of months back, and I just had to this is not an option. And she was like, and I told her, you can start something with 0 naira. So it's a lie. So what we did was we went to a boutique where they sell teas, plain teas, right? And then I told the man that, I can vouch for this person. She will sell and bring back money, and then you give her back. How much did she start her business with?
0 naira.
Thank you. So we went there and we collected 10 teas, 10 t-shirts. And then we went outside. And I have plenty. How much? Okay. So this is how much I sell. Okay. And that was how, in 2 weeks, it took long though. In 2 weeks, she had sold 2 dozens of the teas. And that was how, thank you. And that was how I now introduced her to this online, the way you can sell. She listed it on Facebook. She started selling on her WhatsApp. So she's what we now call
WhatsApp CEO.
Thank you.
Utilizing her social media accounts.
That is exactly it. And these ladies are beautiful. So definitely men will come running. So this is how you just market. Okay, so on her WhatsApp now, if you check her status, you just be seeing plenty. She now customizes this. So last month we went somewhere where she learned how, when she learned how to customize. So she doesn't give it to people to customize anymore. So if you buy a tea, you can request that your name be put on it. She just say, okay, come for it in the evening. She goes to the chemical shop, buy whatever she needs.
And she does it herself.
She does it herself. So this is just one. There are like others that you can do with zero naira, zero
So instead
kobo.
of you, wow, this story, because many persons will want, why zero in this economy?
Zero.
So you've learned.
Yes.
You've heard.
Zero.
So instead of you going to different people's DMs or story or wall or what have you to post nudes, post you semi naked, saying that you're available for hookup and persons should this is your number and all those
That's
other
what
things.
a guy will never do.
Don't see yourself as a sex object. Do you understand?
Please.
You see, they always say actions speak louder than words. Don't always say that you are independent and you want to be equal, you want to be in the mantle and what have you, and you are not willing to do what it takes to earn that spot. See, many things will not be handed to you in a platter of gold. You have to seize every opportunity you have. Nowadays, in this generation, at times you may not really see where you want to be. You want to be in a certain space. You want to have this certain amount and certain figures. You may not be there, but it's a process that every day when you wake up in the morning, you go to work or do whatever you do, at least you're a step closer.
You keep pushing.
Exactly. Keep pushing. You're a step closer to where you want to be. The point is, don't remain dormant. Don't try and beg for everything. Work. It's not easy, but at least work. And no to bestiality, no to prostitution, yes, no to every form of all this stupid sexual activity, because it doesn't make sense. It's not healthy. We're trying to we're trying to help the sanity of our children, and then anybody can just walk into that social media space and see this nonsense, and because their minds are so fragile, they can assimilate anything that comes their way. So you do your own part, be sensible.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yes, ladies, you guys are the only ones that can actually break this barrier. You are the only one. You are the ones that can break the barrier for us, not the men. You see a conference flyer, except it's conference for women, and you see just one woman. Believe me, ladies are smarter. We are smarter, we're more resourceful, we're more hardworking. Just if you put yourself out there, please keep building, keep pushing, keep hustling. It all depends on you. Breaking the barriers is on you. And me, of course.
Of course, and me, of course.
Yeah, so thank you so much for joining us on the show today. Like, we're so glad and excited to have you. Don't forget to join us Monday morning, right?
Of course, Monday morning. Fridays.
Yes, weekend, we have to do our weekend. So don't forget, this show hits you Mondays to Fridays, and we are expectant and eager to see you on Monday morning.
Exactly.
Enjoy the rest of your day and have a blast of a weekend. Bye bye.